Bonsoir, bonsoir, chers amis. C'est Deaso et on se retrouve donc aujourd'hui pour ce nouvel épisode de GENSHINImpact. J'espère que vous vous portez bien. On est donc toujours lancé dans le tournoi de la gloire en floraison. Vous avions vu IFA avant, avec Kachina et tout. On a fait des affaires martiales, donc des deux côtés. C'est plié. Donc on va donc se lancer à la rescousse de notre petit compagnon saurien. Non, c'est pas Granit, c'est l'autre. Il s'appelait comment déjà? Je sais même plus. Bon, on a décidé de participer au combat d'exhibition des exercices florager, une fois de plus. Compagnons d'armes sont Kinich, Mwalani et Kachina. Donnez tout ce que vous avez. Ouais, on va aller voir avec ces gens incroyables. Et on va affronter en face le maître des vents nocturnes, collectif de l'abondance et le clan des fleurs plumes. Donc allons-y. Rendons-nous à cet endroit majestueux et mystique. C'est vers là-bas. On y va depuis ici parce que je voulais pas trop me rapprocher non plus. On ne sait jamais. Ouais. Oh. Ah non, je pensais qu'on l'avait mouillé, mais non. Il est allé dans l'eau lui-même, le cucusard. Bon. Voyons voir ce que tout ceci va nous donner. Il y a un ballon. Là aussi, il y a Tokpan. Non, ils sont pas là pour la quête. Ça aurait pu, hein. Mais non. Bon, on y est. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Comment c'est la compétition?
Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row, and we win!
Voilà, on y est. Discutons de notre plan de bataille.
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How, needs only lift a claw, and poof! All that you behold shall be turned to ashes.
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up till it's all over.
Oh, le stress.
You killjoy.
Le stress de la boîte.
We're a real dream team. Let's just charge right in.
We know each other pretty well, so working together should be a breeze. Still, let's not get careless. There are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision will be obscured. They could ambush us from the high ground too.
In that case, let's follow the water instead. See that flag over there? That's the Collective of Plenty's base, right? We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base, then move up to the high ground.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Lualani.
On va les prendre complètement par surprise.
Alright then, time for me and my Sharky surfboard to strut our stuff. I'll take point. Everyone follow me!
Allez, on suit la dame. équipe, Kachina, Moala, Nikinich. Bah. Bon, évidemment, on nous attend.
Just as expected. Classic people of the Springs thinking. Huh? They saw through our plan?
No choice but to face them head on now.
I'm ready! Alright then, time for a real showdown!
Come on! Show me your courage!
Right here!
Let's finish this next time.
Hey, no flag! Give this everything you've got! Demolition top! Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won! At this rate, we'll be invincible!
Don't count your Yumkasaurs yet. Let's head over to the next spot.
Wait a sec! Don't forget to plant our flag before we leave. This is proof of our victory!
Hop là. Allez, tes petits ors. Enfants des échos. Vas-y, Kachina.
Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked off by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us getting up there so easily. Don't worry. Leave this to Turbo Twirly. You've got this, Kachina.
You're finally here, Other Granny.
Grand-mère Léa.
If I'm back home too late, my vegetables will get thirsty.
Don't worry, we'll make this quick for you.
Le gars, je suis pressé.
Take a deep breath and put your all ice on you! That was quick. Take a look behind the veil!
Here comes
All ice on you!
Amazing!
Let's finish this next time. This was new.
Hey! Yeah! Let's go, Twirly!
Is that all you have?
Breath and put your teeth! All ice on you!
Here comes the dust.
Take a look behind the veil! My weight, not in vain.
Chances are looking slim. Oh, perhaps it's time I got going.
Il s'est barré. Bon, vu que là nous avons... Ah non, il y a tes petits sources. Et... Ah, Peuple des sources.
All right! We've taken the Masters of the Night Wind's base too! Look! Up there in the mountain! The flag of the Flower Feather Clan! Wow! Looks like they're already on high alert!
Yeah. Not only do they have the high ground, but they're highly mobile too. With our current forces, a frontal assault won't be easy.
Looks like I showed up right on cue, huh?
Yay! You're here too, Shilonen!
Vous avez parlé de renfort.
Let's save this small talk for when the flag's in the bag.
Now that backup's arrived, let's split up into two teams.
I'll lead a frontal assault to draw their fire. The rest of you find another route up and strike directly at the heart of their base.
I can taste our victory already!
Avec surprise par l'arrière.
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top.
Well, would you look at that? You managed to find a gap in our defenses somehow. But this is just the beginning. So stay on your feet. If you can.
We're not gonna lose!
Well said. Let's do this.
Let's have ourselves some fun!
Come on!
Alright,
Watch out!
Finish
this guy singed.
That was quick.
Come on!
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them.
It's raining fire!
Shadow the past! Mind to command!
Blaze and dragon!
Locked on!
I got it!
Alright, how about we call it a day?
Hop là. Chaska est parti.
Does that mean we've won? Told you we'd be unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating, even as battles go.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountainside when I'd heard you already taken the base. That was well played.
Merci de nous avoir couverts. Nous n'aurions pas pu prendre leur base autrement.
Yeah, the going would have been way tougher if we had fought our way up.
How about the sacred flame crystals? Did anyone manage to get their hands on some?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as grain fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the Masters of the Nightwind on our way back.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Granny C. Lolly! Are you here to take part in the Bloomflower trials too?
I devised the techniques for the main matches, so of course I would show up. Those marshals handed the sacred flame crystals over as soon as they saw me. I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have enough by the event's end.
That's awesome!
Même si Tlali n'a rien remarqué de particulier à propos des cristaux de sanctifeu. Est-ce que je m'inquiète pour rien?
Well, since everything's gone so smoothly, why don't we hit the hot springs tonight?
Oh, I am all for it. There's nothing like letting our hair down after a hard day's work. Ooh, and good food and drink wouldn't go down badly either.
How about we head over there together? You can all hitch a ride on Turbo Twirly.
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to finish up some forging commissions first. Let's, meet at the People of the Springs later this evening.
I need to help at the shop anyway, so I'll pick up some snacks there. See you all tonight!
I might be a bit late. If you're all there earlier, feel free to start without me.
Great! Paimon can't wait! Uh-huh. Sure. In that case, I guess I'll be off too. See you tonight!
Ça fait que 15 minutes? Vous allez vite.
the last ones left. Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms are, right? I'm pretty sure I showed you last time. Time sure flies. Oh, sorry. Let's save the reminiscing for later. Let's go!
Ou changer dans un lieu familier.
Woohoo! Let's get this party started!
J'aime bien le maillot de bain de Moalani. Écoute, il se met bien là. Putain, il a son verre de vin et tout. Avec Xena qui fait ses étirements. Paimon, elle a fait ses coups de cheval, j'ai l'impression là. Bon.
This is the life. Hear this, hot spring. I hereby bestow upon you the name of the almighty Dragon Lord. All the fatigue just floats away. If only we could do this every day. Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
And last but not least, surf, turf, and perch.
That smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses! There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Oh, wait for Paimon! Take that, Kanich! Bow before my greatness! Hey, watch it, Ahow! You're splashing water everywhere! This is so tasty! Traveler, you gotta try it!
Faut du fait qu'on est la voyageuse dans une autre tenue.
Kachina! Tavata Kachina! I made Saurus crackers, come have some!
Regardez ça. Il y a quelqu'un qui se fait maîtriser là. En un tour de main.
Okay, I'll be right there. Kanich, you surless! Unhand me! Let me go! Thanks for sticking around to help me clean up. No problem at all. We had a blast. Parties are always extra lively when you guys are here. It was so much fun. You know, by the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during dinner.
Elle a d'avoir l'esprit ailleurs depuis la fin du combat d'exhibition.
Oh, it's strange. She usually comes to me for advice when something's bothering her. Maybe this something different? Oh, sorry to do this, but could you try asking her? Of course! We'll ask the next time we're alone with her. If there was something we could do to help, there's no way we'd stand by. Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. Anyway, I'll be heading off now, too. Just remember, you'll always be welcome to come hang out with me at the People of the Springs. Bye for now. See you soon.
Acte 1. C'était rapide l'acte 1. Bon. Étienne est né de la culpabilité. Patienter pendant 2 jours. Bon, voyons voir. Voyons voir. J'aurais dit... Parce que bon, là, on est même pas à 20 minutes. C'est plutôt court, hein. On dit pas que c'est quand même extrêmement court comme mission. Comme histoire d'événement. Bon, on en a eu des trucs très courts. Sur les Kachina, c'est les enfants des échos. Ah. C'est là où il y a le petit gars 1000 quelque chose. Je me souviens plus exactement de son nom. C'est pas Milky Way en tout cas. Ça le stick, ouais. Bon, c'est ce qui s'arrive parce qu'on regarde pas où on va.
Oh, here you are, Kachina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I
c'est Milray.
decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan.
Wow. Wow, wow.
Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
Kachina, est-ce que quelque chose te préoccupe en ce moment?
Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kind of worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is. Except for me.
Bon, mais t'es quand même encore un peu plus jeune que les autres, Kachina. Ça va venir.
And that got me thinking. Am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
C'est une étape importante dans la vie, Kachina.
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough.
Il n'y a pas d'urgence. Prends le temps de trouver ce que tu veux faire.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Traveler.
Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Je crois que tu peux aussi avoir des moments de sagesse, Paimon.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny C. Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we can help him.
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any trouble lately, have you?
Qui ça, moi?
When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind.
Alors c'est donc de ça qu'il s'agit. Je connais que les cristaux de sanctifeux soient dangereux. Comment as-tu su que quelque chose me préoccupait? Je m'inquiétais pour Kachina, elle s'en faisait pour moi. Je devrais lui parler honnêtement à propos de la rumeur. C'est-à-dire la rumeur selon laquelle les cristaux sanctifeux pourraient manipuler les
rumor, but a fearful sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back then over at the Masters of the Nightwind.
Découvrir la vérité devrait nous rassurer.
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
Ouais. Alors, Ayo. Évidemment. Merci de me rendre visite, Ayo. Comment tu te sens, Milrey? J'ai la tête qui tourne. Je ferais mieux de dormir encore un peu. Milrey. Oh. Bon. Ah non, je sais pas, mais si tu l'as dit. C'est pas exactement chez Mamie Citlali. Bon, oui, c'est la tribu. Qu'elle a dit, ouais, come at my place. Moi, je m'attendais pas à... Bon, petite coupure. Je me suis fait prendre par Magnifico en otage. Bon, allons voir Citlali. Ah.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many? Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
Allons-y, allons-y. Lisons. D'événements sont consignés dans ces rouleaux. Des moments d'histoire figés capables de vous transporter dans un passé lointain. J'ai déjà parcouru quelques-uns, mais j'ai toujours rien lu à propos des exercices floragés. Comme les histoires qu'ils contiennent sont presque incroyables. Guerre, paix, alliance, trahison. On dirait qu'il y a 6 ou 7 siècles à Natlan. La relation entre les 6 tribus était particulièrement complexe et changeait constamment.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange?
Il y a toujours des conflits entre les tribus de nos jours?
There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
Périodes de transition sont toujours des moments de challenge. Peu importe qu'on parle de monarchie ou non. Première fois que j'en entends parler.
Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seemed to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
C'est que ce qui s'est passé ne pouvait pas être consigné.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from?
Pourquoi les autres rouleaux, personne ne trouve plus aucune référence aux exercices
Looks
floraliers.
like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota.
And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
Maintenant que j'y pense, ce mystérieux Cocusor dont Milray a parlé pourrait bien être en mesure de nous éclairer. Certainement qu'un certain Cocusor pourrait savoir quelque chose.
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians.
C'est pas le moment idéal pour s'en saisir l'histoire du mystérieux Cocusor. Source sera donc Kakuku pour l'instant.
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
On n'a pas appris grand chose à propos de l'histoire. Pourtant, je vais envoyer des cours pour parler à Nayan. Ouais, allons voir Nayan. Un peu fatigué ce soir. Nayan, pourrais-tu m'en dire plus sur ce mystère Cocusor dont tu as parlé? Oh, vous voulez aussi devenir son ami? Oui, où est-ce que je peux le trouver? Il n'est pas facile à trouver, il est toujours seul quelque part. Un instant il surgit devant nous et l'instant d'après il disparaît. C'est plutôt impressionnant. Aujourd'hui nous avons d'emmener dans un endroit magnifique avec une immense porte de pierre. Il était amant de Cocusor. D'habitude on n'empiète jamais sur le territoire des autres sauriens. Puisque c'est lui qui nous y a emmenés, il n'y a pas eu de problème. Il a dit que c'était chez lui. Les Cocusor et une porte de pierre. Ça ressemble aux environs du clan des fleurs plumes. Allons-y faire un tour. À quoi ressemble-t-il? Comment pourrais-je le reconnaître? C'était facile. Il a l'air flottant. Flottant? C'est ça, flottant? Vous le reconnaîtrez à coup sûr si vous le voyez. C'est la description que Nayan puisse en faire. C'est vague, mais on va devoir s'en contenter pour le moment. Oh, si vous le voyez, pourriez-vous le saluer de la part de Milray et moi-même? Il commence à nous manquer à tous les deux. Il est bienvenu pour nous dire bonjour, mais il y avait trop de monde à son goût. D'accord, je m'en occupe. Vaeza et Ansa qui sont venus.
Feeling hungry? I just picked these from the orchard.
Wow, wow.
Go on, have some. Taking care of a patient like you're doing is hard work. Don't wear yourself out with worry, okay?
Wow.
If you need more, there's plenty more where that came from.
Bon. Ah. Par ici. Tiens.
Everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kinich, what are you doing here?
Ah!
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you! You nearly scared the life out of me! Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive cuckoosaur.
Rare and elusive?
Vous me rappelez la situation avec Kinich chez moi, là.
In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the cuckoosaur look like?
Les flottants.
Nothing more specific than that?
Apparemment, nous saurons que c'est lui en le voyant.
Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kinich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome, thanks everyone!
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Il y a beaucoup de cucuseurs qui vivent ici. Ouais, mais... Pas un truc de transformation. Ce fruit était vraiment acide. C'est celui-ci, il est très sucré. Bonjour. Bonjour, on peut t'aider? Je me demandais si vous avez vu passer un cucuseur qu'on pourrait désirer créer comme flottant dans le coin. Oh, tu parles de ce gène, c'est ça? Peut-être que flottant est une caractéristique très évidente. Je dirais que ces cucuseurs ont tout compris ce que je voulais dire. Se balade parfois dans les environs, mais toujours très discrètement. Ça, généralement, seul au sommet d'une falaise pour rêvasser. Ah oui, je suis presque sûr de l'avoir vu suivre un humain il y a quelques jours. Surprenant, il ne s'en approche jamais d'habitude. Est-il un moyen de le trouver? J'oublierais ça si j'étais toi. Ce petit se déplace comme une ombre. Il peut plutôt manger des fruits avec nous. Celui-ci, par exemple, est sucré à souhait. D'accord, merci. Si ce n'est pas vraiment fructueux, j'aurais mieux d'attendre Moanan et Kinich. Non. C'est bon, on va monter rapidement.
Anything on your end, Kinich?
Nope.
Me neither. Cuckosaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that cuckosaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow.
Faut d'abord essayer de trouver une autre solution.
Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move?
Je pense que nous allons retourner chez les maîtres d'œuvre nocturnes.
All right. I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck!
Il a bien réussi à attraper un ancien dieu.
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Bon.
Let me think.
Kachina, see Lolly! What's up? We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur?
Je pense pas qu'il ait l'intention de se montrer de sitôt.
In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Whew. Finally, dudes. Found you.
Ah, Aoife.
Aoife? What brings you here?
Kanich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days.
Étrange Kukusar.
No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
It's okay, I've got this.
Mais c'est Lily qui ne craint rien ni personne.
What the... How is that even... Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
Wait, surely that's not...
C'est l'arme d'un sourire. Cran, cran, cran. Maintenant que Nayan est utilisé flottant pour les décrire. C'est vrai qu'on les reconnaît immédiatement, ils ne ressemblent à aucun autre Kukusar que j'ai pu voir. Le terme mystérieux de Milray, ceux qui répondent à des rumeurs sur lesquelles les cristaux de sanctifiés manipuleraient les cœurs humains.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed?
There are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
Ah!
He ran off. Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand. Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
C'est l'âme des jeunes cucuseurs qui vous amène bien plus loin que prévu. Jusqu'à Sumeru. Non. C'est vrai qu'il y a un petit bout de chemin qui a été fait depuis là-bas.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
On va creuser la terre avec Vio, déterrer une vieille boîte.
These are...
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last bloomflower trials that took place centuries ago? But why would these be here? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. we need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low, ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh? Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe I trusted him.
The children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go!
Huh?
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs. And that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need. He's your companion, yes, but the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampal! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please, answer me. Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings. Until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
person born of guilt. So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Cuckoosaur spirit was once his saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else, he senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey, where's that little Cuckoosaur gone? Look, over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
Je vais lui tenir un peu compagnie.
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries. Unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
On est quelques-uns tous qui se tient tranquillement sur la colline. Très malgré, je ne sais plus. Il est même dans la mort alors qu'il était vivant. J'ai pensé, et tant que je lui demande.
I'll find some time to take these scrolls back to the Masters of the Nightwind. Just like Nampol said, the truth shouldn't stay buried.
Poor Antu.
Ah, tu n'es pas la jeune fille blonde d'il y a un instant? T'as une minute. Est-ce que c'est ta vraie forme? Tu peux prendre forme humaine? C'est incroyable. Tu vas me montrer comment faire. J'aimerais parler aux gens, mais ils ne m'aiment pas. Je te souviens de ce qui s'est passé à l'époque? Je ne me souviens que très peu. Je me souviens avoir énormément souffert. Je me souviens à quel point mon très bon ami Nampol était inquiet. Ensuite, la douleur a disparu. Mon corps m'a semblé tellement léger. Mais je ne l'ai plus jamais revu. Partageais mon temps entre le chercher et me cacher. Mais mon corps se refroidissait de plus en plus, comme si j'allais mourir de froid. Heureusement, j'ai trouvé une grotte où me cacher et dormir au chaud pendant longtemps. Lorsque je me suis réveillé, le monde avait complètement changé. Une grotte? Oui, il y avait plein de motifs étranges sur le mur. Et même qui me ressemblaient un peu. Est-ce que ce serait les vestiges de sources secrètes? C'est l'endroit le plus proche du fief nocturne. Peut-être que son âme ne s'est pas encore dissipée parce qu'il hibernait là-bas. Quand je suis sorti de la grotte, j'ai vu que les monstres maléfiques étaient revenus. Alors je suis allé donner un coup de patte. C'est comme ça que j'ai rencontré Milrei et Nayan. Nous avons bien fait tourner un bourrique tous les trois. Une fois que j'avais montré le chemin à mes amis, ces monstres n'avaient plus aucune chance de les attraper. Finalement, ces monstres ont tous disparu. Puis j'ai faiblement entendu la voix de Nampol qui m'appelait pour que je vienne jusqu'à lui. Les monstres ont disparu. Ça dut après la bataille finale contre l'abîme. L'énergétique ont été rétablis. Il aurait pu alors retourner dans le fief nocturne. Mais tu n'es pas allé vers lui. Je le voulais, mais Milrei a attrapé la même maladie que moi. J'étais vraiment inquiet pour lui. Nampol a dit qu'il fallait des cristaux de sanctifeu pour guérir, mais ils sont maléfiques. Une fois qu'ils avaient mis la main dessus, même les amis les plus proches se sont violemment disputés. Tout le monde a commencé à se comporter de manière si étrange, comme s'ils avaient tous été ensorcelés. Je pense donc que les cristaux de sanctifeu sont la cause de tout ça. Qu'est-ce que ça aurait pu être d'autre? Ils étaient tous de très bons amis, ils m'aimaient bien. C'est à cause de ces cristaux maléfiques. J'aimerais pouvoir tous les jeter jusqu'au dernier dans un volcan. Mais nous en avons besoin pour guérir Milrei. Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? Comme Napoléon l'a consigné dans son rouleau, Antou a mal compris la véritable cause des conflits. C'est pas le pouvoir des cristaux du sanctifeu qui a corrompu les corps humains, plutôt la cupidité et les machinations. Mais que pouvons-nous faire pour cette pauvre petite créature maintenant? Dois-je lui dire la vérité? De ce point de vue, est-ce que ça changerait quelque chose? Est-ce qu'il ne va pas, grande sœur? Tu as l'air triste. Je vais bien. Retournons auprès des autres. Je donne tout déborde d'inquiétude sincère. Je ne sais pas quoi lui dire. T'as en changé les gens aussi. Le seul encore piégé dans le passé. Viens, petit.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Huh?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happened, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Hein? Tu vois ce que tu essayes de faire, tu as seulement compris ce que tu as dit.
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Vous se réunissez rapidement pour discuter d'une stratégie.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Tournoi en floraison. La gloire en floraison. Bon, la petite idée de la culpabilité. Patienter pendant 2 jours. Bon. En tout cas, on va donc se laisser là pour cet épisode, je pense. En vrai, je pense que le premier truc était court. Mais cet épisode a quand même été un peu plus long, donc je pense qu'on peut faire une coupure un moment. Bon, de toute façon, je verrai quand je couperai. Hein. Bref, c'était donc tout pour cet épisode. N'hésitez pas à laisser un pouce bleu, à vous abonner, à commenter. Et on se retrouvera donc dans le prochain épisode pour la fin de cette aventure, de cet event. Et ce sera à minuit pour moi. Bon, au moins j'aurai tout fait. Bref, bonne soirée tout le monde et à bientôt pour le prochain épisode.